everyone. Happy Capricorn new moon and 111 portal today. I am guided to come in with some oracle readings and tarot and see what the messages are, the guidance can be for us today, moving into this 2-week period until the full moon, and just anything that we need to know right now. We'll be working with my oracle deck that, again, I thank you all for your patience. We've had some delays in production, so it's coming out beginning of this year. Don't have a direct timeline, but definitely before May, so very excited for that. Thank you for all your support. It is still available for pre-orders. Yeah, and we're gonna also then be working with the Muse Tarot, which I love this tarot. It was a gift from a client. So let's see what the messages are for today. And if you're seeing this on the 11th of January, there are still tickets available for my channeling event where I will be channeling light language and Arcturian and Palladian messages, probably other beings as well, going into the new year energies and any guidance and support that we need at this time. So if you'd like to come live, you're more than welcome. It is today at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then if you end up missing the live, you can still purchase the recording. And it's as if you either are there live because it's still an open container throughout space and time. So yeah, let's see what the messages are for today. Okay. Interesting. So the first card I flipped over, we got 3 cards. We have the air card. Hopefully you can see that okay. And the affirmation is, I am in tune and connected to the highest aspects of non-physical reality. My mind and thoughts are clear and at peace. Which I feel like, especially with the new year, we can I'm feeling the energy of being ungrounded. And the air can sometimes sweep us up into our head, into our thoughts, and we can be in our insecurities more, especially thinking, I need to get X, Y, and Z done. It's a new year. I need to have all this pressure, the resolutions, even intentions can be kind of a lot sometimes if we're trying to do a lot of newness at once. So we're being invited to connect with our air element. And a great way to do that is even through burning incense or going outside and feeling the wind on our skin and feeling the grounding that we can have through the mind as well, through that non-physical connection of the wind. And in connection to that, we get the solar plexus chakra. And the affirmation is, my inner light shines bright and expansive with confidence and happiness. So I'm hearing too, in this way, we could be needing the air element to help us ground so we feel confident, that we feel, okay, I'm anchored into this now moment or to this dimension even. So now I feel confident enough to expand, to trust my intuition, to allow more of myself to be seen, I'm hearing. And even through understanding that non-physical aspect of our being, right? Our energetic body, we can feel more confident within that as well. And funny enough, we get the Virgo card. And the affirmation is, I'm grounded in my manifestations and desires. My physicality is rooted and supported. Which beautifully plays into anchoring into this moment, being grounded. And a lot of the times, again, with the new year, we want things to manifest. We want to do things differently than we did last year or whatever it is, right? So if we're grounded, if we're anchored into a mutable, grounded sign, which Virgo is, we can allow ourselves to be fluid, like the wind, to change when we need to, and be confident about it, confident about how we're listening to ourselves, because other people may not see it as a direct focus or an intentional living, right? So I'm hearing as well, it's to kind of even allow the wind to cleanse what we're getting from other people, maybe even if that feels in resonance for you. It's going to be different for all of you, so take it as you will. But I'm hearing in this way too, when we clear the space. Maybe you even need to sage or allow yourself to energetically go into cleansing your energy by visualizing white light, or again, allowing incense to burn, something grounding in that non-physical sense. We can take more grounded action, and it is a long-term benefit. And with the Capricorn new moon as well, it's so interesting because it's all about planting new seeds with the new moon especially, and the 1/1/11 portal today. It's the new beginning. It's this new chapter to plant confidently from our intuition, taking that action of that solar plexus power to anchor and ground ourselves. Beautiful. I feel guided to pull one more oracle card, and then we'll go into with the tarot to see what specific guidance needs to come through for any of us or all of us. Okay, so we get the shadow integration, and I love this card. And for a lot of us who are in the northern hemisphere, we're still in winter. So a lot of that is learning our shadow, going into our shadow, going into hibernation. And for those of you in the southern hemisphere, summertime can also illuminate what's in the dark sometimes, right? The sun shines so bright, it's really hot. Sometimes we are then pushed into the shadow because of so much light. So the affirmation is, I embrace all aspects of myself. I find sovereign alignment when the shadow of my experience has freedom to express and merge with the light of my soul. I feel guided to read that again. I embrace all aspects of myself. I find sovereign alignment when the shadow of my experience has freedom to express and merge with the light of my soul. So I'm seeing in this way too that when we live in the society that has a lot of expectations on us, or even in the systems that govern how we live or how we have to operate, that also shows us where we may be operating from old programming or old ways of being, hence it becoming a shadow aspect of ourselves, like those operating narratives or habits may not be serving us anymore. So we are invited to learn to integrate and create new values, especially coming from a confident place, confidently going into our shadow, or I'm hearing even where we may be focusing on negativity that's keeping us from manifesting, keeping us from feeling it's not a true reality, or we're focusing on the lack still, because sometimes we can get really attached to our shadow, our stories, our insecurities. Our identity is wrapped up in all of it. So it can be challenging to step away or even integrate and love those parts of ourselves that maybe even hold self-sabotaging aspects, but they've always served a purpose, right? Even if they're outdated now, they helped us survive, they helped us navigate tough environments or whatever it may be. So be gentle, I'm hearing, in this way of trusting that even if you feel like you've regressed, or that this year maybe isn't off to the start you wanted it to be, that there's a purpose, there's a divine synchronicity of what's manifesting, of how to, again, cleanse the spirit, cleanse the mind, cleanse the emotions as well, so that there's a new take then to take action from through a confident place. Beautiful. So let's go into the tarot. I really love this reading. It speaks a lot for me too. I think the new year can be really challenging because it's a collective energy we feel, right? Of, okay, I want to shift all these things, X, Y, and Z. But yet at the same time, the holidays were a lot. They're always a lot. So then our nervous system is like, excuse me, I need a break. I need to calm down. I need to integrate or purge or whatever. So why are you trying to make me do all these new things when I'm still trying to come down from a high of whatever the holidays were, right? So this shadow integration really is highlighting that, because if we just move on to the next version of where we want to go, We may be missing a step of what we've gained from the holidays, what we worked through, what we healed, what we need to integrate on a deeper level. Yeah. Wow. So we already have 3 major arcana, which in tarot there's major and minor, kind of like a suit of cards where you have the king, queen, all of that. Okay, let's start with these first. So the first card we had is right under the shadow integration, and it's the Knight of Inspiration, but we had it in reverse. So we may be feeling, it's funny enough, the firework makes me think of New Year's. So we may feel like, oh shit, it's New Year's. Let's go. Let's get it done. Come on. I'm inspired. I feel the action ready. But we had it in reverse, literally under the shadow integration, which shows me, again, a confirmation of if we don't integrate, we're going to have trouble moving forward. We're actually being guided to step back and take some time. Because then right out next to that came the Devil card. So it can feel like it's counterintuitive to not move forward, but you're being asked to really integrate, to transform, to allow this fire energy to root into yourself. Again, with the shadow integration, that can feel like our devil aspects or our shadows, right? And yet at the next side to it, we get the Fool card. So it seems like the message is really showing if we feel scared to step into the devil of our aspects or even of what we're trying to release, it's actually leading us into whole new opportunities, new places that again may look really foolish to other people or even may feel foolish to ourselves. Like, oh shit, why am I doing this crazy integration or feeling this darkness when I know this is what I'm stepping into, right? Like the shadow is showing us where we're going because we're also in the contrast of what we want. We have extreme dualities, and that can feel really jarring. It can feel really tiring as well. So we get the Muse of Emotions. Give yourself anything you need right now. Replenish, especially your emotions, I'm hearing. Listen to what you really need and try to investigate what the shadow aspect is showing you and what this new inspiration is also showing you. But take it easy. Take your time. And it's also allowing yourself to see your reflection as you're merging through this transformation. Because then we also get the Tower card. Which I know everyone freaks out about the Tower card and the Devil card, but this is complete and utter transformation. Even maybe on an emotional level, just the spiritual level, it's a lot. So take it easy. And underneath the Tower, we get the Queen of Inspiration. And look how she's just trusting. She's bathing in the sun, connecting to the pyramids, connecting to sacred geometry, connecting to a grounded state, absorbing the downloads. It almost looks like downloads coming into her, right? So as we're integrating, as we're getting information, we're also being shown where to shift. And many of you may also be feeling like your life is coming apart at the seams, which I know can feel very scary and jarring, and a lot of change all at once being forced upon you, but that's also for your highest good. It's happening because you're ready. It's happening because it's time to see what wasn't working, to rebuild this new foundation, to rebuild your life, your identity, your habits. Yeah, because then you're creating a whole new community, a whole new way of being that's even more abundant than you even thought possible. It will manifest beyond what you can even conceptualize or dream of right now. Again, it's this Fool energy. Yeah, we get the Ace of Materials. Crazy manifestation, Knight of Materials. Once you take this step of trusting the shadow, allowing it to integrate, and maybe that's through journaling or even just sitting with your emotions, the reward is so big. And I know that it can feel hard when you're in the midst of the change or the gunk or the uncomfortable emotions, that this manifestation may never come, but it is. We are rewarded when we move through the challenging times that seem like they're going to truly break us. but we're actually leading a whole new way, making a whole new path for ourselves possible. And you're doing that by also helping others, by doing it for yourself. You're collectively helping shift humanity, shift the world. And I know that may sound corny, but vibrationally it's true. It's happening. That's how powerful you are. That's how powerful our energy is. Yeah, another ace. So again, more downloads. Listen to what you're feeling, what you're thinking. Maybe take some time to meditate, to tune in to yourself, to your guides. And you can do that just by the intention, and maybe even getting out into nature and being pulled to the air card again. Wow. Yeah, I'm feeling it's complete for today. I hope that was helpful in some way for you all. Again, take what resonates. And if none of it resonated, that's okay too. Sometimes these messages are for specific people, and I'm just trying to be a channel for those who need to hear it. So I hope that you have a beautiful Capricorn new moon, and I'm excited to see you at the channeling event if you can make it. If not, I'll see you at the next one. It's a monthly thing that will be happening, and yeah, I love you all so much.